Hello, my lovely butterfly. Welcome to Butterfly Dreams. I am Stephanie, and today I wanted to share with you an updated craft room tour. And I just wanted to show you the evolution of this craft room, which is originally a sunroom, and I've just transformed into my art studio slash craft room. Here I'm showing you my art wall full of my paintings. I got an art degree and I can officially now say that I'm an artist, although I know I've always known that I was an artist. But you can say now that I'm official. And so I've been practicing my new discipline, which is painting, and I'm so loving it. I've been wanting to do this for years. I just never really had the courage. I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought it was silly, but I've come around to it and I love it, and I feel so good practicing this new discipline. So here's my craft room. We go into it here. Oh, here's another one that I made while I was in school. So this is my craft room from the door. And you can see over there, those doors are where my washer dryer are. So my craft room is essentially just a bunch of mixed and matched pieces that I've either upcycled, they were donated, they were hand-me-downs. So, sometimes I would love to have like a really aesthetic, Instagrammable craft room, I suppose, but it's just not me. And even though I love that, I find it that I kind of like how eclectic and sort of haphazard the way my craft room is. Just kind of like me and the way I conduct my art anyways. So I think I'm okay with this for now. So yeah, let me show you. And also I'll link my other craft room tours in case you want to see them. I always find inspiration and I love seeing into people's art studios and craft rooms. I find it to be so soothing and fun. So look at these baskets. They're so handy. I got those baskets when Joanne was closing, and I like that they're stackable. Sometimes I wish I would have gotten more, but I just didn't want to get carried away with buying things and whatnot. And so I like that. I ended up putting like that piece of wood on top, just a piece of plywood, just to make like an extra. I feel like I always need room for like desk space. So that's my DIY way of making desk space, just randomly plopping pieces of wood on random objects, and there you go. These are just some pieces I've been working on. And here are more. You can see all my acrylic paint. I really love these little carts. They're from IKEA, and I keep like my painting stuff, my brushes, my acrylics in this cart, and I think it was just genius, and they weren't too expensive, so I like that. That just like a cardboard sculpture. I did it while I was in school. It could be a desk or it could be a chair, so that when I'm sitting here I can bring it around by just taking off those things on top of there. This is my desk situation. It's just a desk, like one of those foldable picnic yard type generic desks, and down there I just have a bunch of extra stuff I'm not sure what to do with yet. I know that, for example, that pink box that you see there on the right, I am planning, those are like future projects I want to work on for my Cricut, which I haven't really dabbled in. Right here, this is just something that my sister left behind when she moved out. So of course I brought it into my craft room, and you can see like I even have my laundry detergent on top of there, my Cricut press, and like a bunch of random just crafting things, papers and scraps. Here I have a lot of my painting supplies, as well as here I have my brushes. That's a little pyramid thing that my son made, so I just kept it there because I'm not really sure where to put it right now. And then as you can see, just more storage space. I've had those pieces forever. Like for example, the 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 drawers there. I think I got that at IKEA a while ago. And extra canvases, and that is just like where I have the scrapbook paper pads. I ended up donating a bunch of them to a local business where they do like journaling sessions, and they were so happy. So I'm glad that I got rid of some and made somebody happy in the process. And then here we have this shelf. I've reorganized it several times to try to like maximize the space as much as I could. But yeah, as you can see, it's just like random little things. There's also Love Target mug, I guess, or for pens and whatnot. I remember when that was such a craze. And then I love this corner because this corner is where my also beloved planners are. I love the little shelf that I got. I think I got that at, where did I get that? Burlington or something. And then here I have a bunch of my glue guns, because what kind of a crafter would I be if I didn't have glue guns, right? And my favorite is this one, signed by Mr. Kate herself when she had her book signing in New York years ago. And now she's a mommy of 2 kids. If you don't know Mr. Kate, definitely highly suggest you go to the YouTube channel. Actually, right here too. That's from an order. But I love her and Joey's her. If you know, you know. But they're just lovely. They're DIYers, crafters. This is just another. I find that as crafters, we just need a bunch of shelves and just organizational solutions, and it sometimes is difficult because there's a bunch of things that are just oddly shaped, and sometimes we have several of the same thing, like for example these punches. I have tried to, over the past few years, to minimize, like to really just stick to what I know that I use. And now for me, like my main hobby is painting, although I do still do journaling, which you can see over there on my desk. I'll show you in a minute. But painting has been my practice of choice, though journaling is still my number one, will always be my number one. But yeah, I think this is it. I mean, there's not really much to say. I kind of just wanted to show you what I've been dabbling in, and say hello and hope that you're all doing well, and I miss you. But yeah. So here it is. Oh, I love this too. This is a bunch of washi that I have. One of my favorite washi, because there's also another box up there that I was considering donating, but I'm thinking I'm going to keep it because I do want to have like workshops in the future. That's what I would love to do. But very quickly, let me show you my journals. I still have them. The other day, I found a journal from when I was in 2nd grade. And I will show you this like in another one. We'll go into it, but like it was so nostalgic to look into it. And here's my journal. I've been doing a lot of mixed media and yeah, just having fun, as it should be. This was one that I made after my last trip to Colombia. This is another one that I started like during the pandemic, and I love this guy. It has come in so handy. I really, really love this. So good. And these are just some things I collected on a recent trip that I took to Houston. So I want to make a junk journal out of that. And then, here I have other journals that I've been just playing with, because, there was a moment where like I had stepped away from my journals, and then I had like withdrawals. So I decided to just make these little ones, which I find they're perfect to just get my creative juices flowing and just make something, you know? Like sometimes I just need to get off digital and just make something analog, you know what I mean? So I find that these are just so perfect for just creating something on the go. I love it. Love it so much. So yeah, these are fun and they're so easy to make. This is actually a die that I have that, you know, cuts the paper into this sort of little notebook style. And then I use this hair tie to bind them. Love it. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope to see you again soon and we'll dive into these planners. And yeah, as usual, fly free butterfly. I love you. Bye.